glühenden Feuer trunken himmlische dein Heiligtum. Deine Zauber binden wieder, was die Mode streng geteilt. Alle Menschen wären Brüder, wo dein sanfter Flügel war. Deine Zauber binden wieder, was die Mode streng geteilt. Alle Menschen wären Brüder, wo dein sanfter Flügel war. Wem der große Wurf gelungen, eines Freundes Freund zu sein, wer ein volles Weib errungen, mischte seine Jubel, da wär auch eine Seele seine auf dem Himmel ruht, und es liege noch der schöne feinen sich das dieses Wort. Meinetwegen alle Wiesen an den Brüsten der Natur, alle Guten, alle Bösen folgen ihrer großen Spur. Wir sind Gott, wie uns und Liebe, einen Freund bewegt den Tod. Oh, Lust macht die Ungelegene, und ihr Virus geht vorbei.
Hello, everyone. I know. It's so strange. I said Final Bout stream, yet it's on my channel. That's because we just got Final Bout verified, so it's gonna be like a few days till we can actually stream on that channel. But I'm not joined alone inside of this, of course. I'm here with hey guys.
Yeah.
Uh, introduce yourselves so I can put on the splash text and we can get this show on the road.
Splash text, hell yeah. It's me, McVibes, the best host, because I'm the most right host.
You are right now peeking the mic. Say something.
What do you mean I'm peeking the mic?
Yeah, I turned your audio all the way up because the Beethoven Symphony was so quiet that it actually wasn't being loud enough for the entire thing to be heard.
Damn. we gotta get that Beethoven.
Yeah, but we gotta get that Beethoven. All right, so
Gotta get that Beethoven.
we have Mick Vibes, and introduce yourself.
I'm the swinginest Jackson.
Not you.
Tyler.
And we got Tyler. So you might be wondering, what are these random guys doing on a Friday at 9:26 p.m. or different depending on time zones?
Eastern Standard Time.
So
It's
what?
just it's a
Oh, it is? Ooh, my bad. So,
Mhm.
what are we doing? Well, you see, I got a little splash image right here. We're doing a weigh-in. And no, we're not going to be talking about how the first Final Bout. We're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about these different matchups that we really, really like, but we're too lazy to actually animate.
yeah, laziness.
Yeah.
Love being lazy.
So you see, both me and my good pal McVibes here, or Josh, have been placed
What?
into the past few weeks to be doing some research on these different characters, and we're going to be taking sides and we're going to be debating. And our friend Tyler here is going to hear our arguments on who wins and is going to decide which one of us sounds the least crazy.
Yay.
Yeah, TLDR, it's Death Battle Cast, but twice as moronic, and none of the ad reads.
You're right, you're right.
So it's better.
All right, so let's introduce our matchups. JT, would you like to introduce your first two?
So, I'm eating.
Oh, so I'll
So
introduce
no.
them. I'll introduce them. Located in a random island, these two big green enemies enjoy their food. We got King Pig from Angry Birds, the pig. I don't know how to describe him. Versus King K. Rool.
Tyrannical?
Yeah, he's tyrannical, isn't he?
Yeah, you said
No.
tyrannal. As if he's a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, he is tyrannical. And we got
Tyrannal.
King K. Rool, the Covenant's crocodile from K. Rool Island or whatever, Crocodile Island or whatever.
Yo,
Better
From Croco Bongo.
don't deal with the devil. That's what these two learned. We got Cuphead, the I can't even think of something funny
The
to say for him.
cop.
You already know Cuphead. And we got the Lamb from the Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, he's pretty much a cult leader. The
Ladies and
mind.
gentlemen, you're witnessing right now why we have to write scripts.
Yeah, we haven't written a script for this. It's completely improv, except for some of the information. I'm pretty sure
No
did
way.
you write down your information? Because I wrote down some.
No!
Oh, great. Wow. Anyways, the mindscape is a very interesting plane, and you never know how it might interfere with one's psyche. In this matchup, we have Sunny, the depressed kid who pushed his sister down the stairs. And in the other corner, we have the Max, the depressed old guy who got hit by a car.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Under in the depths of the ocean, eldritch gods are lurking to cause torture and obsession in humanity. We have Cthulhu, the eldritch god, to be the eldritch god for them all, the most iconic one of them all, and Moby Dick, a fucking whale.
It's a whale!
Big ass whale.
I
Okay,
don't understand.
So let me explain something real quick. For Cthulhu versus Moby Dick, we're doing composite Cthulhu and composite Moby Dick.
Wait, it's a composite?
I said composite when we were redoing the research.
You think I was paying attention?
Oh, great. Anyways, we're gonna be
Oh.
debating. Anyways, we're gonna be debating who wins in a different fight between all of these. So first, let's spin a wheel and see which one we're gonna be debating first. Hold on.
Yeah, Jeopardy. Let's play Jeopardy.
What's it gonna get, baby? Let's go for the Mets.
All right.
That's all the Mets, baby. Let's go Mets.
Everyone on everything
Let's
on
go
the
to home run.
Go Mets.
Let's go to home run. Let's go Mets.
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we
That was
should
the lesson
learn.
that we should learn.
And the first matchup we have for the day is I don't know if we should save this one for last.
I don't think the
You
wheel
sure
is
wonder which
showing on
one
the
that is.
stream.
Yeah, it isn't showing on the stream. I didn't put it on the stream.
Well, good, so we can plausible deniability
Oh no!
that we rolled
I
that one.
accidentally pressed the button again. I have to spin it again. It
Oh,
landed on
no.
the same thing.
But it's still not showing, so we have
oh no!
plausible deniability.
Oh shoot! My finger slipped onto the mouse and pressed the click button one more time, and now, oh, this is gonna be the one I lose.
Right, so I know it's
King Pig versus K. Rool.
I figured that was where we were going with this one.
Anyways, who wants to start?
You do.
We have coins for these things.
Me.
We do?
Oh yeah, coin flip. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
I'll take heads, you take tails.
All right. Hold
Heads I
on.
win, tails you lose.
Maybe I should share my screen.
Share the coin? Maybe.
Well, I'm sharing it to you, so you have.
Not us!
You want me to flip it again because you didn't see it flip?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what we got.
Heads.
Alright, I go
Heads.
first.
All right, we got JT going first on the debate. Judge, now you take it from here.
Alright. King K. Rool, long-awaited Smash contender and head rival of the Kong family. Everybody know who this guy is because Bonanza was really freaking popular. But what you might not know is he can beat the shit out of King Pig. Boom. So even if we're not counting the Bonandium route, which we are, I'm just saying, even base K. Rool could beat King Pig. He has tanked any hit from Donkey Kong, who punched down a moon, mind you. It's a small moon, but that's still a moon because I called it a moon. And by all his like wacky weapons, the blunderbuss, the propeller pack, the laser island, because he has a laser island. What does King Pig have? A car? He's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Only
I
sometimes.
rest my case.
Is that your entire argument?
Yeah, that's my entire argument.
Yeah, you don't need.
We'll go into more later, but you know, it's all I need right now.
All right, Your Honor.
Because King Pig, what does he have?
All right, Your Honor, I would like to explain why King Pig is more than meets the eye. Of course, we already know about his amazing ingenuity skills, which rivals that already of King K. Rool. Already shown on Earth, he has a lot of tech that could actually uh, counter a lot of the stuff that K. Rool has. He's not gonna be able to fly away using his little propeller thing, as they do have flying machines. Bad Piggy's army scaling is gonna be able to take care of most of that stuff there. And King Pig himself has shown to be very reliable when it comes to using his own tech, as shown in many of the Angry Birds movies. But we're not just focusing on the Angry Birds movies and the base games. No, no, no. Let's look at Angry Birds Space, everyone. This really gives a giant buff to the cosmology as you get a bunch of intergalactic powerhouses, which I will say, while the Moon Feat for DK is an extremely great offensive capability and durability capability for K. Rool, he has intergalactic tech with this. And if we're counting Angry Birds Space, he has the Force and Force Lightning, which, if we're not counting that, that is completely fine. But there's so much stuff that comes with the territory of Angry Birds that we can even give him Rio scaling. There's just a massive difference of what Angry Birds King Pig can do, and so many more offensive capabilities. That while K. Rool may have a durability scaling due to being able to survive a punch from Donkey Kong, there's more stuff that K. Rool has in his arsenal that can not K. Rool, King Pig, sorry. More stuff in his arsenal that King Pig has that would be able to take him down for good. Especially because he has survived attacks from the Mighty Eagle. And if we know the Mighty Eagle, no matter what game the Mighty Eagle is, he wipes out the entire board. And that gives him insane scaling, especially in Angry Birds Space. So if he could survive Mighty Eagle, Angry Birds Space, I think he might be able to survive a guy who's been able to survive a punch from the moon. Because there's multiple moons in Angry Birds Space where things are set up on.
You see, that's cute. You know, Rio scaling. That's very cute.
Thank you.
So, you brought up space. I will say K. Rool can survive in space because all Mario characters can just survive in space for whatever reason.
Objection, K. Rool's a rare character.
Yes, and he still was able to survive in space.
That was a joke.
I know.
I understood the reference.
I understood that. So I want to bring up the first thing you said. You said that K. Rool can't get away because the propeller pack is countered by King Pig's tech. One, if you're bringing up Bad Piggies, he never runs it himself. He always has somebody else do it for him.
Conquest Pig.
All right, all right. And two, there's no way that any of his stuff is faster than the propeller pack because in Bonanza, that there's an entire section where K. Rool catches up to Donkey Kong and Pauline on their way from the core of the Earth to the surface. Now, hold on, let me do a little bit of extra research. It depends because this depends on how long that takes. I'm gonna do a little bit of math, so if you want to try to do some counters.
I have a counter already for that.
All right, yeah, sure.
My counter
Hold on.
is, let's talk about Chuck. Let's talk about Chuck, the yellow Angry Bird.
Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck cares about Chuck?
The fast one.
The fast one. The yellow Angry Bird. The one that's voiced by Josh Gad in the movies. He gets scaling from that. And while in the first movie he wasn't able to catch up, he's able to catch up in future movies, and in the games he's able to catch up. Actually, specifically, the Bad Piggies machinery can outmaneuver them, as in many mini-games inside of Angry Birds, he's able to dodge the Angry Birds while driving. Specifically in the Halloween one where they're stealing the eggs.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So, looking at that boss fight in Bonanza, they go about, let's say, 1,500 kilometers in about 2 minutes. Now, okay, either way, that's what 750. That's about what 750 in a minute. Kilometers. That's a little bit bigger than a mile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2.2.
Yeah, that's So he's going more than a mile a second. He is going with 60 seconds. So hold on. Let's say 750 divided by 60 is as 12 and a half miles each second. No, 12 and a half kilometers each second. And that's the pace that the little banana torrent was carrying Donkey Kong. K. Rool, as foreseen in this boss fight, that propeller pack is going much faster because he had to catch up to him. He had to keep every single time he fell, he had to catch back up, and then at the end, he had to speed past it in order to get the Bananium root before Donkey Kong.
All right.
So there's nothing keeping K. Rool from taking that propeller pack and blitzing King Pig.
Let's talk about how fast, how many miles per second Chuck can move and still being able to react with that with his technology. So it's approximately, giving some scaling for the movie, he can move about 3,500 miles per hour. Dividing that by about 60, so we can get that into exact minutes, he can move 58 and a third miles per hour, which, not per hour, per minute, which, actually, hold on, no, that's actually digging my grave.
Ah, that's slower.
That is slower, but still.
And plus,
Oh.
if we give K. Rool the Donkey Kong TV show,
He can rap.
Oh
I
god.
think we know where we're going with this.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, I
There's
think
an
I do.
there's an episode where time is stopped, and K. Rool still moves.
Well,
Why would you do
if we're
He
giving,
can move with time stopped.
if we are giving, hold on, I need to search up Angry Bird tunes.
Oh god.
I forgot about Angry Bird tunes when it came to this. Hold on.
No, you know, you think there's a reason that we forget about some things.
Hey, Angry Birds tunes wasn't too bad. Oh wait, hold on. There was something I can do. So if we're making this an army fight, correct?
No.
Oh, we're not.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Maybe in the background it could be, but
Man, okay, so all my scaling came based off of this being an army fight. It's kind of like the minions in Guru.
oh great. Oh great.
Okay, okay, King Pig's a boxer? A really good boxer.
He doesn't have hands.
Yeah, but he's a really good
So is
boxer.
King K. Rool, and King K. Rool has fought with Donkey Kong, who scales to Little Mac.
Oh yeah. I forgot
And
about
though, Little Mac and Donkey Kong again punched the moon down.
Which also technically means Little Mac could do that, but that's a different
Let's not
topic.
talk
Shut
about
up.
Little Mac.
No,
Let's not talk about
don't
Little
question
Mac.
it. No. Well, he can't do that, but he can tank hits that can do that.
That's true.
Very true. And that's not even getting into the weapons. Let's
Oh
talk
no.
weapons. I have a gun. What do you have? I'm just gonna let's just go with this. I have a gun.
You want to know what I have? I have a TNT crate.
Okay.
Which is triggered by a gun.
Yeah, I also have a Weeping Cry, which just does nothing.
Okay.
I can burp, which makes the opponent really angry, and it blocks attacks for about 2 turns apparently in Angry Birds Epic.
He's already bloodshot. He's pissed anyway.
Yeah, I feel like making K. Rool angry is the last thing you want to
I
do.
have a lasso. I have a lasso.
Are we really still on this?
Oh no.
I have a radioactive candy that turns me into a giant octopus pig.
What?
Okay, well, why didn't you start with that?
Lead with that.
I have the Allspark
Have
from
you
I have the
tried-
Allspark from Transformers.
Fucking Transformer? What do you mean he's the
In the,
Allspark?
in the
I
Angry Birds
forgot about
Transformers!
Angry Birds
In the Angry Birds
Transformers.
Transformers IDW comic issue 1, when King Pig and the pigs find the Allspark and turn into the Egg Spark that landed on Piggy Island, I can transform into Megatron Pig. I also have the Royal Scepter, which is a boss fight in Dr. Pig's lab level in the game's Angry Birds fight.
What does
Okay.
that do?
It's just a Royal Scepter, man. I don't know.
Oh, really? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like
I also can use asteroids to fight, which I mean you can still punch them, but I'm able to escape the ice bird, which is kind of scary because ice bird's made out of ice. Yeah.
all right. All right. You know what? For the sake of the debate, to make this interesting for everyone involved here, let's give let's give King Pig his army because he really doesn't do much without it. The army is very much what keeps him, up. K. Rule, he has the Kremlings, but they're not exactly the most important.
It's like I'm searching
What
the
does that do?
So you know the Decepticons?
Oh my.
Yeah.
So imagine those but pigs.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let's look at Starscream real quick. So we got Starscream on our side. Uh,
Yeah, sure. Starscream. Yeah, I'm real scared of Starscream.
you should be scared of Starscream. Don't be making fun of Starscream.
Ooh, Starscream. Oh no, was Krillin busy?
No, don't be mean to Starscream, man. Or what about Soundwave? He's likely I hate
No,
the
no
names.
one cares about fucking Soundwave.
Don't be mean to Soundwave, man. This guy is currently brown dwarf level. And if we're going under the assumption that the Allspark gave all of the pigs in his army that turned into notable Transformers the exact same abilities that they have in the things, which you can assume because of the Angry Birds Transformers comics, that means we have a brown dwarf level star. And we haven't even gotten to Megatron yet.
That's true, but I don't think you could really make the assumption that they know how to use it.
Actually, despite being extremely stupid, King Pig is actually a very good man at like trickery. So he might be able to trick K. Rool, who normally has
Oh,
seen
you want to talk about tricks?
let's talk about
How about
tricks.
the ultimate trick of ending the game?
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
Plot
he did do that.
manipulation. He made fake credits. I don't even know what the implication of that is. That he can just end the game he's in.
I just think this would be like a really funny thing for like if we actually did do this as a debate. Like we do the K and then like K. Rool just wakes up and then he starts fighting again.
That's when we bring in the Banandium root. You know why? Because the Banandium root whoops the absolute crap out of King Pig and his army. It took over all of. He was able to fill up all of New York City.
The King Pig was able to fill up the entire galaxy with pigs.
Yeah, yeah, and they were taken by birds just launching themselves at a moderate pace.
Superpowers.
Not in that one. But yeah.
Okay, except the red one. The red one didn't have superpowers, but that's because the red one's boring
On
and no one
into
likes him.
shit. No one likes him.
he's just mad.
Yeah, his entire
And
thing
that's
is, oh, I'm
cool.
so angry. Oh, I'm so angry.
That's
This
cool.
is your side.
We have an island laser that can take down your entire fleet.
Yeah, no, now that I think about it, what's stopping him from literally just playing Angry Birds with the laser?
The laser is probably comparable to Mighty Eagle. And while yes, he can take the hits from Mighty Eagle, he's not exactly like taking them and getting back up. He's taking them and like barely escaping with his life.
Actually, we see at the end of the Angry Birds original movie, he is still up and able to do stuff. He actually, to quote Leonard from the Angry Birds movie, I'm hatching a new planny wanny.
He doesn't no. Also, I'm 90% sure that's not the same guy.
Leonard and King Pig, one second. Uh, are Leonard and King Pig the same? Let's see if this is true. Yes, Leonard or King Mudbeard is the same as King Pig.
Okay. Mighty Eagle didn't hit him. He hit the building.
Yeah.
Building that blew up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now that's a
The
good
eagle
durability.
hitting the building.
Probably equal. Actually, no, because of the Piggy Island, let's say, is slightly bigger than
Okay, Rule Island.
PK Island. No, DK Island.
Are we giving him his son, the Smooth Cheeks?
What?
Are we giving King Pig his son, Smooth Cheeks? Wait, King
Who
Pig is.
named these
Wait,
characters?
King Pig is the son. Leonard's the dad. King Pig's the son. Hold on. What?
Good lord.
Okay, so if we're going back to King Pig, he also has a vampire form,
Okay,
a Decepticon.
I have a gun. I still haven't even gone into the blunderbuss.
Attempted genocide, infanticide.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up when you really think about it.
Yeah,
Uh,
superhuman
both these
strength.
characters are messed up. Like K. Rool's entire motivation is just to starve the Kongs. He doesn't even like bananas.
Are we? Is that true, or are we taking that from the music video?
Oh no, he actually doesn't. He actually just waits for them to starve. That was his original
He
motivation.
still
That's
eats
fun.
them all though.
He'll eat them, but he's not like stealing them because he wants the bananas more. He just wants having the bananas are a side bonus.
If we're giving him the army, we have to give him Whizpig. You know who
All
Whizpig
right.
is? You know who Whizpig is? I bet
No.
you don't.
Is
He's
there
a
a
wizard.
pig?
He's a wizard, similar to the
Okay,
chef pig, and he can turn himself into a demon.
that's great.
A demon from
King,
hell.
King K. Rool also has magic.
Uh, but Whizpig is immortal. He's immortal, and has the ability to create
Okay,
supernatural
what are you gonna
creations.
do?
And
What are
summon
you gonna do
storms.
when I smack
It's-
you so hard that you go into the sun? You may be able to survive, but now you on the sun. Have
Well,
fun trying to get back.
well, I mean, let me see. I'm looking at this. He can fly. Whizpig can fly. He could probably just fly back.
Not that fast. Not that fast.
Well, I mean, if we're giving him Angry Bird space, we have the intergalactic cruiser that can just go and pick him up.
Yeah, he's got to go pick him up. He's got to go
How
bring
close
him
can it
back.
realistically get to the sun?
Very close.
That's
Have you
true.
seen Angry Bird space?
Oh yeah, that guy did
Been like
that.
years ago.
Also, K. Rool can make himself bigger even without the bananium root. He can make himself a giant to
Mushroom.
wipe out most of the army.
So can King Pig. He can turn himself into the giant octopus thing.
That's a giant octopus. This is still K. Rool with his gun
Yeah, but the giant
that he
octopus
can
is
use.
the giant octopus is more variable than than the actual King Pig. And based off of looks, it seems like he has similar abilities to Cthulhu. I'm joking. I'm looking more through this thing to see if that's actually true or not. We're gonna get into that Cthulhu thing later. Oh, there's also immense speed that's shown in the episode Dogzilla, where a dog toy starts to move, and King Pig is so scared that he runs away extremely fast at a second.
Yeah, as you do. Look, I'm just saying.
Oh, he's also immortal
What do you
and
mean
has
he's
the ability to
immortal?
resurrect.
What?
Pigs can be treated by Dr. Pork and respawn back into the normal world, which means pigs cannot die but rather respawn back. That means King Pig can also do the same since he's a pig.
Okay, so what if he just
Okay,
swims out?
hold
back
on.
up?
Hold on.
You
Are
don't,
we saying
you don't like Dr. Pork?
this is so this is kind of like a Scott Pilgrim situation?
It's kind of a Scott Pilgrim situation, except there's a very easy way to take care of this entire thing, because K. Rool would just have to kill Dr. Pork first.
Oh, so he doesn't even resurrect on his own.
Yes, it's an army thing. But you know who else is there? Dr. Eggman! Dr. Eggman! Dr. Porkman! It's Dr. Porkman! Dr. Porkman, also known as Dr. Eggman's pig, is the pig version of Dr. Eggman who appears in the Retro Games Tournament Sonic and Angry Birds Friends special tournament.
All
Okay,
right,
so question: what are you gonna do when K. Rool takes out his gun and shoots out and freezes the whole army?
Hold on, let me see what Dr. Porkman
What are
can
you
do.
gonna do when K. Rool makes himself big and then turns invisible?
Well, he's gonna use the zombie pigs. He's gonna bite him. I don't know. I'm just...
What are you gonna do when we break out the boxing gloves and start throwing hands?
Oh,
Because K.
we
Rool
can.
is so much better at throwing hands.
Well, we're gonna use the Megatron laser.
What are you gonna do when K. Rool fucking uses instant transmission?
Hold on.
He
Breakdown.
can teleport.
Oh, wait. Shockwave is just the exact same Shockwave from the original Transformers. Well, that's great. Shockwave.
Vanadium root.
Oh man, Shockwave is a bit more crazy than that. Looking at Shockwave inside of the IDW thing, he is currently a low 2C with the time dive, and one what that is, low 2C, universe level plus or low multiverse.
So you know the fun thing with the vanadium root?
Oh no.
Reality warping.
The Mario series! I hate it so
Yeah,
much!
reality
I
warping.
hate the Mario series.
It grants any wish.
Hold on, maybe I can.
Any wish.
Banana Shenron.
I think the judge has his opinion already formed when it comes to this.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I'm
for the
waving.
sake of time, and so I don't have to hear anything out about niche Angry Bird
You don't want to
like,
hear about niche
things.
Angry Birds.
I want to go ahead and say that K. Rool wins.
Damn
I
it.
love winning. I love me some
Oh,
winning.
I hate that.
And, and for the sake of time and everything included, the next round is going to be 2 minutes where you each describe your points, and then another 2 minutes for a rebuttal and then decision, because that was long.
I feel like
Can
2 minutes
we have
might
extra
be.
time on Cthulhu?
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
dear. I feel like 2 minutes is a bit less. I think like 10 minutes might be good for like the back and forth.
All right. We got Lamb versus Cuphead.
I figured that was where we were gonna go with this. All right, you go first.
Oh, I was going to flip a coin though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went first with this one, so I figured G go first with this one.
So first, what is the Lamb from Cult of the Lamb? We first gotta think about
The lamb,
this.
the idea. Let's do the lamb, the man.
So first, Lambert, from Cult of the Lamb, gender unspecified, with an adult age. He even has superhuman physical capabilities, which you might be saying, oh, Cuphead also has that.
I swear to God, if you're just reading off the versus wiki,
He also
are
has
you just reading off the versus wiki?
he also has Type A immortality. He also has Type A immortality, which Type A immortality means that they're incapable of being killed as long as a certain object, artifact, phenomenon, concept, or something exists. Which, inside of Cult of the Lamb, the deal he has allows him not only to resurrect himself, but also it basically is a Makima situation. Every time he comes back, a follower of him dies. Which, depending on how you play Cult of the Lamb, you can have a lot of followers.
I swear.
This
to
man
God.
pretty much has this man also is able to keep a lot of stuff on him at sometimes. Like if we're keeping we can either keep Game Cuphead or any other form of Cuphead. In Game Cuphead, you can only have 2 weapons on him at a time and only 1 charm, but we can probably just keep them all. But right
Yeah,
now,
we can all.
the Lamb is able to have all of that on him at once, while also being a master at all these weapons. Now, I think we have talked enough about what the Lamb has. He definitely has some more stuff, like he's able to create stuff. He can manipulate poison, manipulate curses, explosions, etc., etc. But he can also destroy stuff as big as the moon.
Okay.
Or at least
Okay.
affect stuff at the level of the moon, as during different rituals, it can actually charge changes in the moon. But if we're not counting rituals, he's already small building level with his amount of strength, which he can just attack with. He's also
Wait,
subsonic speed.
why are we starting very low? These guys have both killed the devil.
Oh yeah,
Because he's reading off the wiki.
I am reading off the wiki. I did not prepare for
You
Lamb.
know why I know that? Because I'm reading off the wiki.
Oh my god.
You're so
I would like to say, I think the Lamb is smarter than Cuphead.
The
Okay, well,
low
that's
bar.
a really low bar.
I mean, it is a
That's a
low
really-
bar, but that is
But,
extremely
okay.
useful. As we've
Okay,
seen
hold
Cuphead.
on. I will go into something into that later. I will talk about that later.
Right. Uh,
All right. You know, your 2 minutes are up. It's my turn.
He can also heal himself when needed and has damage reduction and emotional manipulation.
That's
And he can,
emotional manipulation.
and he can stop time.
What do you mean you can stop time?
Yeah, Seal of Bishops can stop time for a short period of time.
Okay, short period of time.
What type of energy would we call Cuphead's ability weapons in this?
Probably like plasma
I don't freaking know.
Is
or energy beams.
I think
plasma?
they're just energy.
Yeah.
Are you looking up if he just have plasma? If he has a resistance to plasma?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if he can manipulate the shots that Cuphead can fire.
Yes.
And also he can seal people away. He can seal ghosts in their book. So, for example, if Cuphead uses level 3, that's completely nullified because he can just seal that soul away.
All right. Cool.
And also, technically, his level 2 one as well, because technically that does turn him into a ghost-like entity. His level 1, though, yeah, I don't think he can. I'm not seeing anything like that. Anyways, your turn.
All right. So, Cuphead.
In the
Candace
Cuphead world.
man, they like to roll the dice.
And by chance they came on Devil's Game. Gosh, they paid the price.
They paid the price. Paid the price. All right. Anyway, so Cuphead, his entire game, he is not one to really hit with like heavy hitting attacks. He wears at you over time. But his biggest thing is durability and speed. He keeps up. He keeps up with like universe busting guys. Maybe not universe busting, but he beats the devil, who should be stronger than all the people on the Isle. Those people on the Isle range from the moon, a mountain, various wizards, ghosts. He can just beat ghosts by slapping them. He can just slap a ghost and it's no longer there. He has dodged lightning countless amounts of times. He can shoot lightning as
Ooh.
well. Hmm.
Lightning
And in his fight
manipulation.
with that's cute. Yeah, lightning manipulation from himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, attack. He's got to he has a lot of attack to be able to beat a mountain. Glumstone the Giant is stated to be from a race of actual like living mountains. And he's always and then he also has the airplane, which is just fun. He has an airplane.
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
He,
But
he
what
has
does that
the airplane.
airplane run on?
I don't freaking know. The tune logic. Oh
Vehicles.
shit, I don't fucking know.
Man,
Probably gasoline or something.
damn it.
And he's kept up with he can kick your ass on a boat, he can
Ooh.
kick your ass on a plane, he can kick your ass on a train if you're a train.
I found out that the limb has energy manipulation.
Yeah, I think the energy has to come from him though.
Damn it.
And he did all of this in the span of like 2 days with no rest. And so I'm just gonna start the rebuttal here. You said that the lamb is smarter. Cuphead has beaten Dr. Call, who built a giant
That
robot.
doesn't mean
Also with the robot missiles. He's tanked missiles.
technically that
And
doesn't
he's come
mean
out
though
fine.
that he's smarter. That just means he was able to deal more damage to the robot and destroy it.
He's also beaten multiple military minds. The Howling Aces, Werner Vermin, decorated strategic thinkers. These are war generals who got by on strategy.
But
He's dodged lasers.
do they have a cult? I don't think so.
Hold on. Just wanna, he has defeated a cult. He has defeated a cult leader.
Okay.
Mortimer Freeze.
Mortimer Priest?
Mortimer
Oh,
Freeze is
right.
from Snow Cult's Shuffle.
Oh yeah.
It's a cult leader. This is meant to be.
I hated that fight.
I did too. Not as bad as the bootleg one. I thought the bootleg one had amazing music, but that fight was really annoying.
Yeah, it was. It was a tough fight.
That is very true.
He has astral projection. He has a big laser.
The big laser.
If it's hope, he get it.
Actually, I think it's mostly water. But...
Has
What
Cuphead,
does the lamb have? An axe?
No.
can
What? No,
Cuphead
I'm
have
saying
sex?
What?
Can Cuphead have sex? I'm asking this to be serious. Can Cuphead have sex?
do you want to consult the internet for that, or
Do
do
you
you?
want to
No.
consult the internet to see how old Cuphead is?
Well, the lamb can have sex, so I think the lamb wins.
That's great. Cuphead is 10.
Oh shoot.
Do we want to count the Cuphead show?
I think aren't the Cuphead show and Cuphead take place in the same universe? Are we counting the Cuphead comics and books though? Because that means Cuphead has gotten
This
drunk.
Cuphead, this Cuphead comics and books.
Yes, I've read like 2 of the Cuphead books and 2 of the Cuphead comics.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I want them.
They're really good,
But
actually.
anyway,
They're really good.
if we do, yeah, we'd end up giving the lamb his comics as well.
It's comics.
Yeah, he has comics. They look
Well,
pretty good.
The opposite side has no idea what their own things about.
Yeah, I know more about the lamb than you do.
Yeah. Oh, they're made by Oni Press. That's cool.
Oh yeah, they're really cool. So, if we count the Cuphead show, Cuphead can, do a little thing called lift the moon. He can pull the sun up.
Goddamn Toon Force. All right.
I love Toon Force.
Hate it. There's gotta be.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be honest. We put up Toon Force God versus just a cult leader, man.
I thought that the lamb had a lot more to say.
I'm looking for a lot more stuff. Oh, I forgot to check with followers.
Doesn't he have like spells where he can sacrifice a follower to just blow something up?
Yeah. Mind control.
Yeah, but he can't do that to the. Can he do that to like the bosses?
Cuphead has shown to be able to be like manipulated by different things that work with his mind in like different books and
Calamaria.
comics. Calamaria.
That's true, but he also can snap out of them. He can be turned to stone and just shake it off.
Yeah, but still,
Same with the plane.
you can brainwash someone with the mind control. Getting lives? No, that's not good. Cuphead is very, very, very susceptible to being manipulated by people who he wants to get stuff from. Social influencing is one of the main abilities of the lamb.
He's a cult leader.
So you're saying
theoretically, the lamb could try to convince Cuphead to join his cult.
So you're saying.
And Cuphead.
Basically, what would be the intro to the fight is his win con.
His win con is being able to try to convince Cuphead into the cult and then sacrificing him. And then absorbing his soul.
Hold on, would Cuphead have to sign a waiver to join?
1 second, let me look at how that is
I think they just say yes and they just go down a portal or something.
How to
Because
join a cult in Cult of the Lamb.
I'm just...
As you can tell, we're not prepared for this.
No, we aren't.
Yeah, you just gotta say yeah.
that sounds like a contract to me.
Contracts, you say?
Oh god.
Again, that is the intro to the fight, if anything.
Statistics manipulation. Alright. That's
What?
not really helpful. Statistics manipulation.
Oh great, he can put his 401k
So
up.
cool.
Animal plane manipulation. If it wasn't against Toon Force McGee, man!
Yeah, if it wasn't against the guy who, beat the devil, who, does the same thing.
From the Bible.
From the Bible.
I hate Toon Force with all of my heart.
I love Toon Force.
Well, let's go
Oh,
on to
I'm
the
looking only at
next.
the games. I'm looking at the comics now.
I don't think the comics changes.
Yeah, the comics
I
didn't
think
change
it's just
anything.
the same wiki. I think it just changed the little profile pic. You know
Well,
why? Because that's where I got the render that's on the thumbnail.
Damn it.
my God.
Damn it.
Well, in that case, let's go on to the third one.
Boys, I don't think this is much of a debate when we're not prepared.
Alright.
I
Cuphead
think I think we
emerges
may have made a
victorious.
mistake going for 4 different matchups.
Don't worry. I think for these next two, we are prepared, or at least I'm prepared for these next two.
Yeah, you're prepared for the next two.
All right, let's go with Little Lad and then Max.
We are spinning the wheel. The wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson that we
Tell us the lesson
should
that we should
learn.
learn.
Okay. I know we wanted to say this for last, but this one's actually really fun debate.
I feel like we should save it for last. I
Alright.
feel it's the one that's in the title.
You're right. Well, no, it's not in the title on this one because I had to say that it's on this channel. But it is like one of the fun ones that we have in here.
Hmm.
So are we just gonna do Max versus Sunny now?
Yeah.
Alright, so I just went first last time. It's your turn to go first.
Okay, so let me just say this. When you say Sunny, we're basically just saying Amori.
Yes.
Because Sunny is just a guy.
Well, I mean, technically, so is Max, but
And that's very true. So, under that assumption, this would be in the headspace, right?
this is a mixed headspace real life battle because Max has. This is going to be brought up in my argument. Max can switch between both the headspace slash outback and the real world. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes not on purpose. It just randomly happens.
All right. So, with that being said, let's start with let's start with just Sunny himself.
Hi, Sonny.
He's Sunny is, a kid. 16. He's younger than we are, I think. Yeah, he's a young guy.
Yeah.
A little fucked in the head because trauma does that to a
Killed his
guy.
sister.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know,
Is
he
that a
has a
spoiler?
he has a sister. It's like Aerith dying in Final Fantasy VII. The game's been out for a while now.
Okay, yeah. We probably should have said something. Um,
Spoilers ahead, by the way.
Dude, this is
yeah,
worse than the
really,
time
you
they
don't
told me Sheik was
say.
Zelda.
This is the first time that we're actually really kind of going over something that really has like a deep, convoluted story. Then again, I know nothing about Cult of the Lamb.
So I will say, outside the headspace, I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking too good. He can take a beating. Don't get it twisted. He can take a beating. Some guy was beating him with a baseball bat at one point, so
Battered?
he's still. No, it was like Aubrey or someone. No.
Oh, fun.
He also has pepper spray, a knife, first aid, that's a violin. I don't know what a violin's gonna do, but he's not helpless. Where this really is going to come down to an actual fight
Is this
is the headspace,
all right?
in which we will have both Sunny and Amori. Now, both of these are universe level.
Okay.
We're bringing back reality warping because Sunny, again, he is the one who created the headspace. Amori is the one that kind of does most of the fighting. With that being said, with him creating it, he can kind of dictate what goes on in it if he so chooses.
All right.
Usually doesn't choose this. He usually, has a Mori do stuff for him. But the Mori is a powerful son of a bitch. He can do what he can do a lot. He can stab you. He can stab you a lot. He can fuck with your head. And if all else fails, he can just erase you from existence.
There's a counter
I
to that for
rest
the
my
Max.
case.
There's a counter of that for the Max, actually.
What do you mean he has a counter to existence erasure?
So in the last few issues of the Max, one of the main plot points is that they're realizing that the entirety of Julie's Outback is too dangerous to be kept around, so Max has to be erased from the universe, and so along with Mr. Gon, Julie, and all that. So Max is completely erased from the universe, but he comes back. Comes back as Dave.
How?
Comes back as Dave.
Wait, how does he come back?
Just comes back, man. I don't know. Just comes back as Dave. And also, this
Is he
isn't
even the same person?
Dave and Max are the same person. He might not have any memories of being the Max, but Dave and Max are the same person. Dave was the person that Max was before he was hit and run by Julie's car. And we see that he
Oh,
remembers that he's Dave as well, as later on in the series, he goes by the name Dave, and he is going by the similar form he was before. He only goes back to being the Max when Mr. Gon needs him, so he just puts on the lampshade again. Max is a very confusing
so
series.
what
And
I'm understanding is you can take him out of your reality. He'll come back but not remember the fight.
he'll come back, not remember the fight, but then again, he might just forget the fight because he also has a very bad memory. He just forgets what he's doing half the time.
Okay, that sounds like a good chance for Sonny to actually just kill him.
Well then, let's go back to see his durability now. Max is
All
able to
right,
survive blows from the pit. You know who the pit can survive blows from? The Hulk.
you want what?
Yeah. So the pit is an Image Comics character who already on his own is extremely powerful. Uh, the pit is basically, I want to say Image's Hulk. That might be a bit crazy to say, but Image's Hulk. And his standard striking force, it's like, I think at lowest star. I could be wrong. Uh,
All right,
let me see. Oh,
I
yeah,
will say
likely
in the
much higher than star level. And since he can trade blows with Hulk, we already know how powerful Hulk is. I think we don't need to discuss how powerful Hulk's blows are. And if Pitt can survive attacks
Mhm,
from that and dish damage out that can deal damage to the Hulk, and that same
that's true.
damage is being dealt to the Max himself, his durability is likely, if we're doing that scaling, similar to the Hulk.
All right. However, I will say in the wise words of Cameron the person, that's that's blunt durability. Stabbing durability is very different.
You make a good point. Let's talk about the Mako from Savage Dragon.
All right.
The Mako is one of the main enemies from Savage Dragon, and he had a crossover when it came to the Max. He's one of the Image Comics characters. He's a half shark, half human guy. It's kind of strange, right?
Mhm.
Uh, he's able. So Max is not only able to survive attacks from this guy, which are large building, like just bites down large building, stuff like that. He's also able to just keep moving forward after that. Stabbing damage doesn't really do a lot to him. The only attack that we've seen that's ever pierced his skin that caused him to have any damage dealt to him was when he was shot by Mr. Gon and he just passed out for like 2 seconds and then he woke back up. Any other stabbing
All
damage
right.
that's been done, similar to that of the sharp teeth of the Is located inside of the Outback, or since we're comparing the Outback and Mindspace to each other, but let's just say that. Any stabbing damage from knives, Outback, all that stuff, really doesn't do anything, because Max is just that tough. An example of Max's toughness, let's talk about his claws on his hands real quick. Max's claws were
All right.
formed by him sticking his hands into molten lava and the claws forming around his hands. And he said, man, I should do that again to get more things, but it did hurt. Max might be really durable. He still feels the pain, though. That really doesn't stop him, though. That makes sense. But Max
Well,
also has immunity to a lot of that magic stuff, as his main rival, the evil Mr. Gon, his main thing is magic. His main thing is using magic, and he's actually the one who erased the universe that he still is able to come back from. Actually, there's now two Maxes, and if we're keeping this fight in the headspace, Max still exists inside the headspace. His physical form in the real world, though, just got turned into Dave, and he no longer has, like, the memory of being the Max. The Max himself, though, exists as Burr Lapin inside of the Outback, which is this weird humanoid bunny thing that works with the Leopard Queen. So, and he still has everything that the regular Max does, except he's no longer purple and yellow. He just looks like a bunny. And he's a lot more violent and a lot more willing to kill things. Another thing I would like to give is that Amori and Sunny are connected, correct?
Yes.
So theoretically, if I close my eyes, you'll be there soon. Sunny off a cliff. Amori would die.
Yes.
Max can exit the Outback and can enter the Outback. The exiting and entering the Outback could lead him to be able to attack Sunny. And you might be saying, but how will he be in the same area as Sunny? Well, you see, after doing some research on Sunny, it seems like he enters Headspace while he's sleeping. Am I right?
Well, he also hallucinates.
He also does hallucinate.
Headspace was made by Sunny,
Max
so
also
he can
hallucinates.
enter it and exit it as much as he damn well please.
Max can also hallucinate. He hallucinates everything as is that he wants to kill. But Max can enter the real world, and if he sees Sunny and he's like, "That's the guy who tried to kill me," he could just stab him through the heart using his claws. As
All
even
right.
if we're giving him the lowest amount of strength that we can give him, uh, his first ever thing stated by some kids was he was able to throw an oil tanker into a wall that burst a water line that destroyed the entire water in the entire city. Uh,
All right.
I tried doing
I'll give you.
I tried doing some stuff for that. It's very difficult, but it was like, hold on, I'm trying to think. It was a lot. It was a lot of TNT.
There's a lot to do. But okay, I'll give you that. If this is to go to the physical forms, there's in no way that a 16-year-old kid with a knife is beating the guy who stuck his hands in lava.
There's no way
I
he's
will give
beating.
you that.
There's no way he's beating.
But
Steroids, man.
yeah, pretty much. But that is a big if he can get into the real world. The headspace is, and I quote, a multiversal realm
So is the
created
Outback.
by Sunny, led by Amori, but Amori and Sunny, again, they are the creators of it. They're not just like traversing it. Sunny made it and can continue to make it. If he can catch on that the Max can enter and exit, he can manipulate that he doesn't he isn't that he just keeps making more of it.
I would like
How
to.
are you to know that you have exited the headspace if the guy who's creating it just keeps making it? And while in the headspace, both Amori and Sunny are completely immortal. As long as Sunny is alive in the real world, Sunny should be alive in the headspace. And Amori is again, a extension of Sunny to say.
All right. So the headspace is extremely similar to the Outback. Max has his own Outback as well. While the series mainly portrays him going through Julie's Outback, once Julie leaves the story for a little bit, it becomes a mix between Max and Sarah's Outback. The Outback is pretty much the exact same as the Headspace, except it's a lot more psychedelic because I'm pretty sure the creator was smoking something while he made the Max.
All
Uh,
right, question. Hold up. Was he able to just leave the Julie's Outback when he wanted to,
uh,
or did
Ju-
Julie have to let him?
uh, Max is unique as he can just leave any Outbacks. Most characters have to find some weird, like, magic ritual spell way to either enter or exit, which we can see inside of the later issues of the Max, where Mr. Gone has to do this entire magical spell to turn Sarah into an Is, I believe, just so she can enter her own Outback and leave. The Max has the unique capacity just to be able to enter and leave when he is. The Max also there's a Max in every single Outback, and if we're comparing the Outback and the Headspace, that means there's a Max inside of Sunny's Outback, which represents his spirit animal. And the Maxes get along, they work together. So that means there's two Maxes versus Sunny, and since the Max is located inside of Sunny's Outback, he cannot be destroyed, as the spirit animal is a part of someone and only leaves if they're killed. For example, when Julie and Max got separated, Max started acting a lot more like Dave and less like the Max. So the
Sorry,
only
did you get anything to land?
what?
No, not really.
Okay, cool.
Damn it! No, wait! I forgot that I'm supposed to be debating Q Tyler. Shoot. Calvin and Hobbes is in this universe, by the way, or a guy that looks like Calvin.
What? Oh, okay.
He gets his
Well,
he gets his
from
arms
what
sawed
I've
off.
from what I've heard, I think that Mr. Max takes the win here.
Ah.
Finally, I got one win.
Okay, I mean, it makes sense. The first two were my matchup. And this one is your matchup.
Now this one is gonna be the most interesting one, and I have a little bit of splash text to read before it. Yay!
Oh, cripes.
After the events of Moby Dick. After the events of Moby Dick, this guy was like, man, I really don't like that Captain Ahab guy. And he's picked up by a ship of Cthulhu cultists, and they're going to sacrifice him. But they run into Moby Dick, and Moby Dick destroys the Cthulhu cultists. This awakens Cthulhu from his slumber to fight. Uh, let's have a good fight. All right, so I'm going first. Give me a second to pull up my document.
Yeah. I
Okay.
still don't understand this.
Composite Moby Dick vs. Cthulhu is a quite a strange matchup. At its lowest, we are looking at two omniversal gods. I believe looking at this fight can be separated in many different ways. Before we dive into these categories, I should speak on Cthulhu's instant win condition. The viewing of Cthulhu's true form can cause insanity and PTSD that in many cases leads to death. While many other creatures feel tormented by horrible viewings at Cthulhu, this response isn't made specifically to hunt humans. Animalistic creatures such as Moby Dick. This move that he has is specifically made to hunt humans. Animalistic creatures such as Moby Dick, which in more similar nature to itself than a intelligent being. I love Moby Dick's composite thing, but he's stupid. Uh, uh, would likely be unaffected by the maddening stare of Cthulhu. And even if given a matted state, this would make the already unpredictable nature of Moby Dick harder to track. Unfortunately, this immunity is his first weakness. When looking at their intelligence, Moby cannot compare to the eldritch entity known as Cthulhu. Cthulhu is stated to be beyond human comprehension, much higher than the extreme animalistic intelligence shown by Moby Dick. Durability is a different question, however. While both entities are extremely durable, Moby Dick's durability is unmatched. In a composite sense, we can see that Moby Dick can survive nuclear explosions. Nuclear explosions, which in the trial of Cthulhu, was shown to hurt Cthulhu so much that he had to escape to regenerate in fear of dying.
Question.
Yes?
I was supposed to take Cthulhu, right?
Yeah?
Okay, cool. I was about to say, like, you've been proving more my point than yours for a while.
I was just explaining Cthulhu's big strength on Moby Dick, which was his intelligence. I'm moving
Oh
into
yeah,
why Moby wins
Cthulhu's.
now. I was moving to why Moby
Moby
wins.
Dick is a whale.
Yeah, he's a stupid whale. Besides
I'd
nuclear...
like you to go first, because I have no idea what the hell you're on about with Moby Dick.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Besides nuclear bombs, boats have to survive blows from these different boats. So first, let's look at the steamboat that hit Cthulhu inside of his story. It was about 80 feet by 12 feet, while the boat that hit Moby Dick is almost 2 times the length, being 130 feet. So this boat that hit Cthulhu also caused him enough damage that he had to find a place to regenerate. While the Moby Dick was hit by this boat and it destroyed the boat, and Moby actually just won because of that. And the more supplies on the Piquid from Moby Dick itself also means that it weighs a lot more than the steamboat, which would cause more weight hitting Moby. You know. Cthulhu has a very weak body. He has to regenerate. While we've seen only one bit of damage really seen to actually affect it, and it always has to do with some sort of spear piercing him, but it never puts him down. It never puts him down. It is possible to destroy him by overtaxing his regeneration, or at least his corporeal body. But there's also a win condition that Moby Dick has. If it is believed to be true that Moby Dick is able to paralyze fear while also driving people mad, as shown inside of different things that Captain Ahab says in the original book, this might be able to kill Cthulhu. In the Cthulhu mythos, Cthulhu's brother Hathor, commonly referred to as the King in Yellow, was defeated by the destruction of his cultists, which Moby could also do, which broke his summoning ritual, which we already discussed that he could do. And while placing him in a weakened state, he was also able to be destroyed by his own ability. Moby Dick has an extremely similar ability to Cthulhu's true form, Gaze of Insanity. And at least, this should be able to paralyze and weaken all parts of Cthulhu's body except his face tentacles. As I had this discussed with Tyler. I think you remember that, right, Tyler? I told you
Yeah.
about that, and you were like, but what about the tentacles? They have minds of their own.
Yes.
But in this weakened state, Moby should have no trouble consuming Cthulhu's physical form. as he is described to be able to consume cosmos and things beyond cosmos inside of a composite sentence. Cthulhu's wider range of abilities could be used against Moby Dick, but Moby has just been shown to have a higher form of durability, and none of the mentally affecting abilities would be able to actually work on Moby Dick, as he is a force of nature, less than an actual entity, more of just a force of nature. If we're counting if we're counting Cthulhu's true form, though, there's two possibilities. It's either a stalemate, as Moby might not be able to actually affect it, but depending on different variations of the canon that we're looking at, Moby Dick can consume the body of this true form, or the form of this true form, as he's able to consume cosmos and things beyond that. And if we're looking at the things beyond that, it is possible that he could be able to consume through dimensions, which is where the true form of Moby Dick lies.
Is it my turn now?
It's your turn now.
Okay, that's adorable. A lot of your arguments have to do with Cthulhu's physical body. He does not have to pertain to that body. He can turn himself into frickin' fog if he wanted to. He does not have to have that body. And you say that Moby Dick can consume the cosmos and what is beyond. I firmly believe that Cthulhu is so far beyond the true form of Cthulhu is so far beyond the cosmos that has nothing to do with it. Regeneration, even in the physical body, is probably just as good, if not better, than Moby Dick's, because his hit was so much harder.
Moby Dick does not have regeneration.
Yeah, Moby Dick doesn't even have regeneration.
He's just that durable. He didn't actually take damage from that.
Cthulhu also, his big thing is dream manipulation, and you're like, I'm fucking with your mind. Even with as small as a mind as that whale has, he can still crush it to the point that Moby Dick has nothing. Because he doesn't exactly have like any resistances. He's just a very strong whale. Like even if you're taking all the analogies as like fact, all of them have to do with like this whale, it will eat the cosmos, it will like paralyze everyone, and all do hunt it in fear. One, Cthulhu kind of deals with gods like that do that like every other day. We're doing the guts. We're doing the guts argument. This is just daily life for him. And two, it's all kind of attack potency. If you're gonna boil it down to a versus term, Cthulhu cannot die unless by a much, much higher god. Moby Dick is not that higher god. Also, Cthulhu has magic, which is pretty cool.
Okay,
That's
pretty cool.
Does Moby Dick have any resistance to being changed into a snake?
Moby Dick. All versions of Moby Dick. Hold on. Probably does somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wiki right now because I decided to pull it up. Unaffected by their kin's maddening forms. So he really is paralyzing Cthulhu by driving him mad. It's not gonna happen. Also, what is no, actually no. I was about to say what's keeping Cthulhu from just dragging Moby Dick into space
Well,
because he can just do that.
Moby
But
Dick
no,
can
if he can
just
like
swim.
eat the cosmos and shit, then yeah,
If you need the cosmos, you can probably survive space. Just a theory.
probably. We're gonna take that literally.
I'm looking at Moby Dick 2010. There's probably something stupid in there.
Probably. Is that the Chris Hemsworth movie?
Let me see. That is not the Chris Hemsworth movie. That is the one made by Asylum. Age of Dragons. That looks interesting.
Oh.
Okay. This one has Danny Glover in it.
What?
I don't know, man. This is the first time I've heard of Moby Dick Age of Dragons.
What the hell?
Hold on. Get all the stuff. Wow, this movie is so forgotten that there's no descriptions of the movie on the internet. Wow.
Oh no!
Well, there's a Wikipedia page, but it's just saying the exact same plot of Moby Dick and says, yeah, but there's some fun dragon stuff in it too.
What do you mean? No. Why they put dragons in Moby Dick?
So it's like we're counting composite Moby Dick, so Moby Dick can breathe fire now, I guess.
What?
Because Dragon Moby Dick, there's Dragon Moby Dick.
Yeah, have fun. Come back to me when he has when he has a god form.
God form.
When he
Here,
has
I
an
got it.
outer body form.
Heart of the Sea.
Are you looking up Moby Dick god form?
I'm looking up Moby Dick movies. Heart of the Sea, inspired by the tale of Moby Dick.
I think that's the one that's with Chris Hemsworth.
Let me see. Yeah, that's the one with Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, cool. That's the one that we put in the trailer.
Really? Oh yeah, Moby Dick's in the trailer. You're getting this fight. I'm joking, you're not getting this fight. I don't want to do this.
Sure.
Oh, a sci-fi
Anyway,
and beyond white space. Alright, let's look at that.
I think with that being said, I think we should probably come to a conclusion.
Yeah, probably.
You want to make your final argument for the whale,
He's not just a
not
whale.
starring Brandon
He's a
Fraser?
force of nature. He's a force of nature. That whale
Oh, you
himself
want to talk?
isn't
You want?
Moby. It's the destruction and insanity and obsession that comes with all of that. At most,
Why didn't you lead with this?
why didn't I lead with this? Because I like talking about the whale. I enjoy talking about the whale, that's why. No matter what happens inside of humanity, there will always be some sort of evil obsession that will draw them. For example, in the original story with Ahab and Moby Dick, inside of Moby Dick 2010 with the submarine guy and Moby Dick, Age of the Dragons with Ahab and a dragon, and in Beyond White Space, where it is an entirety of this like intergalactic ship and this giant planet dwarfing alien.
What?
Moby Dick isn't just a whale; he's the concept. He also has cartoon. He also has Toon Force because he appears in Tom and Jerry.
Oh, fuck you.
He also has Toon Force because he appears in Flintstones.
Cthulhu
And
appeared in
he also
Ghostbusters.
appears in Beetlejuice. He also has a episode where he, even if he is defeated, he has a ghost form. He appears in Animaniacs.
Okay, that one I knew about.
He appears in X-Files. Uh, Phineas and Ferb. He has a giant uncle part. There's a giant like shark thing that could represent Moby Dick. Every single thing that could represent Moby Dick, he appears in Metal Gear Solid 5.
What do you mean he's in Metal Gear Solid 5?
There's a guy named Ahab, and he talks about the whale, and he also has a
Okay,
there's a
Cthulhu
pilot
was
named
in South Park and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
audio. There's the audiobooks, Columbia Workshop.
Okay, we should probably get to a conclusion now.
Yeah,
Tyler,
it seems like there's just been so much stuff that both of these. He's in Led Zeppelin. He's in Led Zeppelin.
what do you mean he's in Led Zeppelin? The whale is in Led Zeppelin.
There's a Moby Dick musical.
I hate it here.
I hate it here too.
I hate it.
Countless,
Tyler, what say you?
countless Moby Dick comics.
I think he's asleep. I think we put him to sleep. Why isn't he responding? Tyler.
You want to flip a coin? You want to flip a coin?
You know what? That works for me.
Based off of everything that we said, Moby Dick can do nothing to harm Cthulhu, and Cthulhu can't do anything to harm Moby Dick. You want heads or tails?
Yeah, I'll take tails.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, so that will end debates for today. So, in the end, for a quick rundown, we identified the King K rule absolutely demolishes the King Pig and steals the eggs, just so the rest of the pigs can starve. Uh, Cuphead, when going up against the cultist lamb guy, he will shoot him with a bunch of energy things. Eventually, he'll just die and take that contract. The Max will stab Sonny to death. Like, Sonny, he's a great kid, but I don't think he's surviving a mugging from the guy who basically looks like he's been taking steroids since he was 3. And Moby Dick and Cthulhu are just so powerful that they'll just flip a coin and decide who wins.
And what have we, the audience, learned? Well,
Nothing.
we, the audience, learned that we need a script to go off of,
We
or
the
else we have no idea what we're talking about.
we the audience learned that the Versus Wiki has nothing on King Pig.
Really is not a reliable source.
It is not a reliable source. Anyways, Danny versus Scott.
They'll come out eventually.
Yeah, it will come out eventually.
Watch the
Oh wait,
trailer, guys.
we got some chats watching on my Samsung internet router. Moby Dick debate on the Samsung internet router is insane. And playing D&D. I made this plan before D&D. I'll be there in a second.
Oh dear God. All
Yeah.
right.
Well, that was our first ever weigh-in. We'll be having more of these in the future. Hopefully, we actually have more plans for these, and hopefully, these will be on the Final
Yeah,
Bout YouTube channel.
and hopefully one of these days we can actually do proper research before one of them.
Hey, I did research on Moby Dick. I did research
I
on
did
Moby
re-
Dick.
I tried to read the Call of Cthulhu. I couldn't get through it.
I skimmed the pages of Call of Cthulhu.
They didn't say anything about how many universes he could bust. It was just him constantly droning on and on about a cult. Boring. But with
I
that
was
being said,
I should have probably led
well,
with the fact that Cthulhu is a force of nature. I mean, Moby Dick.
you really should have led with, the god form Moby Dick versus regular
The
ass
whale
Moby
is
Dick.
awesome, though. Anyways, let's just end the
That's
stream there.
that's cool, but it's a whale. All right, we're signing off. We've been Final Bout. Good night and